Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kimiki Cairo. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about the world's strictest parents. We start off with two teens from Essex, UK. Charlotte, who is 16 years old, and Sam, who is 17 years old.
16-year-old Charlotte Hart is beyond her parents' control. 17-year-old Sam Northage is an angry young man.
They're both on their way to Jamaica to get a taste of real life away from their privileged freedom that they took advantage of at home. Charlotte's mom seems done with the drinking, partying, and not getting the respect that she deserves. Her parents seem like pushovers, so that could explain why they're in this predicament with her attitude problem.
She just walks all over me, doesn't she? She's got no respect for me, none whatsoever. It's tiring, it's draining. Complete battle.
I honestly feel bad for parents because you're left supporting someone who goes out of their way to show that they aren't grateful for your help. But you chose to have kids, so... Sam comes in with his hippie lifestyle vibes, and his mom is a sweet, soft-spoken woman.
I do value you. I care a tremendous amount about you, and I am just trying to be a mother.
I'm not saying I'm the worst person in the world, but I don't want to be here. I've never, ever, ever wanted to be with this place. I'm fed up with this.
Sam is subconsciously mad at her because he thinks that she's the reason why his dad left. Meanwhile, his mom has her own issues. In a way, they're working together towards their own goals, just in the worst way possible. The show's premise is that it's an experiment to see if someone else could have done a better job raising your children. With that being said, they're off to Jamaica, the place with the most authoritarian parenting ever.
In a unique experiment, both families have agreed to try something different.
Okay.
They have decided to send their teens abroad to live with new parents.
She looks way too happy talking about the consequences of broken rules. Miss Sharon, are you a strong-willed woman or just plain evil?
They have to respect the rules. They have to obey the rules. When they break the rules, there are consequences.
Basically,
right
that's true. That's true.
Let's find out together and see where this goes. Sharon and her husband, Dave, are their new parents for the week. So the experiment begins.
The Roses believe in physical punishment for children, absolute obedience to parents, and that everyone in the family should earn their keep.
Without discipline and the Father above, you will not make it.
Well, everything seems in Jamaican order. Your kids need a good whooping to keep them up and working towards escaping you. So ignorant. He's got a point though. God is important in anyone's life, and to believe in Jesus' second coming is so realistic and necessary. Discipline, however, is imperative. Self-discipline at that. The Rose family gives the kids a warm welcome, and Sam likes them right off the bat, and so does Charlotte, except for Sam's nicotine addiction.
How is everything?
Hi, Sam. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte.
Okay.
Here's your mommy.
Family, they seem very, very nice.
We don't smoke. We don't smoke. We don't drink. We talk about it in the morning.
Well, that might be a bit of a problem.
Sharon and Dave have a family meeting where they go over the family rules. And the poor things look so zoned out throughout the whole thing. To be honest with you, I'd be zoned out too.
This family is pretty much nuts. For some reason, I think that they are actually my parents.
I just don't want to be here.
It's the first time Charlotte's been away without her parents.
Right.
To be fair, they did say this was an experiment. I felt that one, Charlotte, but where is the hair you speak of? Sharon gives Sam a Morpheus talk, and Sam decides to stay outside for church.
I'm not going to be staying in your house tonight if I haven't managed to have a fag, and I'm not stepping inside your church, which is apparently already starting.
Well, Sam, let me tell you this. Sam, don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. Don't do that. That is one disrespect. We don't walk away from people when we talk to people.
So I guess he took the red pill on this one. I love church though, it keeps me calm and collected.
Maybe the British government need to send these kids to live in Jamaica. Not come in to see the discipline in Jamaica, but come and live here. Period.
Sharon's got a point. All the privileged kids need to get a reform program or something that sends them to Jamaica so they can experience good old authoritarian parenting. I love the Gorillaz instrumental here. No comment, I just love the instrumental.
Sam and Charlotte have been in Jamaica for 2 days and haven't yet been out alone. Today the Roses are sending them to school.
It took Sam 2 days to figure out what a whole nation of people still haven't realized to this day.
Actually trying to be a unique individual in this country is not allowed.
Sam isn't dumb, he just thinks he is. You know, I think therefore I am and all that jazz. In Jamaica, school is a privilege, not a right. The kids are introduced to another rule maker, the principal of school, Mrs. Wint. I just love how she uses her intelligence to teach these kids how to express themselves intelligently and respectfully.
And also a successful school. There are great things that can happen to you, that can happen to you, and that's what Deadbeat is all about.
First day of school and Charlotte's already in trouble. She doesn't want to do an exam and she's saying that the teachers can't force her to. She has Miss Wint dropping bars. I wish my principal was like that. My principal was a straight up nun.
I cannot force you to put your pen to paper. But
So why are you punishing me for it?
I'm not punishing. Is it something that is outside of your competence to do?
So Charlotte caves and does the exam anyways. I miss the days like this at school, just vibing to beats at lunchtime. And Sam is giving Brandon Lee vibes. That's a story I'm going to tell you at the end of this video. Sam doesn't even know how handsome he is. If I was there, I'd be all over him too. Charlotte gets in trouble again for writing a whole essay filled with curse words and lined with defiance.
The people back home don't take no shit, so I don't see why these children should.
Sharon has to go to school to meet with the principal to rectify the situation. Apparently Charlotte has a thing where she thinks people care about her feelings. I hope life proved her right. Miss Wint gives her a good talking to and sends her on her way. It's giving 2 demerits and a week of detention.
Was your annoyance expressed in an appropriate way?
No, miss.
Why did you choose to use inappropriate language?
Because I was annoyed, really.
People who use inappropriate language, expletives, filthy words, what does that tell about that person?
Charlotte apologizes and they go on with the rest of the week. Charlotte and the girls have an intimate conversation about boys and teeny bopper stuff. All giggles when a 16-year-old is casually talking about being sexually active with a 20-year-old. And that's on age of consent, Britain. That's on age of consent.
So do you have a boyfriend?
Yeah.
How old?
20.
Devin want to know if you use a condom.
That little girl shouldn't even know what the word condom is, let alone know what it's used for. To be real, Jamaicans don't shy away from sex ed, whereas Americans think it's a bit taboo to bring up. Yeah, abstinence is highly recommended in Jamaican schools to children. I think this should have been like a wife swap situation, where the parents in the UK could see what it would be like to take care of actually respectful children. I wonder if they stayed friends after this. They scared you with STDs, as they should, because those are scary things. However, Sam and Charlotte have their own opinions on the topic.
Penis. His penis burns. Do you see these? Yeah. You don't like that?
It's absolute bull. Like,
They're basically brainwashing them.
if I believed what they said here, the minute anyone has the very first thrust of sex, they've got AIDS and they're already pregnant.
Sam gets some much-needed motivation from Miss Wint about how smart he could be if he believed in himself. Newsflash, he doesn't take it well, and it brings up sour memories about his father.
I do fail, because I'm not the smartest person out there. I don't need some teacher who's met me for 2 days telling me she knows me. So I don't bloody need being told how brilliant and amazing I am, because whenever you do that, why on earth aren't I brilliant and amazing then? Why aren't I getting as good grades as the smart geek with the ridiculous glasses?
You should want people to respect your intelligence the way you want it respected. Sam is low-key backwards too. Dave's got a point here, talking about how privileged kids in first world countries are. They need to know that their lives could be harder, and taught how grateful they should be for life and health.
Kids in England, America, and Canada live in a life of paradise. They need to come to Jamaica. This Jamaica can be a hellhole at times, and this is the best place for them to come. Jamaica can be a life of paradise, but they need to know the hardship of life. Things put down on a silver platter for them, and it's not to be like that.
Sharon takes the kids to the family farm, and they work on weeding peppers.
My arm aches a little bit. Your arm aches? That's how Jamaican children ache.
It's back-breaking work, but by the end of the morning, the teams have made some progress, albeit reluctantly.
I've worked farm days before in hot sun and picking peppers for a whole day. It was torture. It's no bueno. But it's cool that they're getting the full country rural experience where you would need to tend to a farm in order to take care of your family.
This is where I've worked. My family worked. This is how we gain money.
Hot sun and dogs barking included. Charlotte's coming around to the understanding that farmers farm in order to support their families.
Realise as well that they have to do this to survive, basically. We can just go to Tesco's and get, I don't know, whatever they grow in, a tomato or something, but they have to grow and like care for it, and then they have to sell it to get money.
No shit. Their reward for work is 2 chickens, except they have to kill them.
And stop crying, come. It's not hard, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's not hard.
All you have to do is put it in the bag and cut off the head.
That's the thing with meat. It's so easy to eat, but when you have to kill it, you get all squeamish. I've also killed chickens before, so I'm not too scared to do that. I'm the best girl to have in a zombie apocalypse. I'm your girl. Like, I know how to survive.
Seriously, this ain't easy. This ain't no holiday whatsoever. No one at all who thinks of Jamaica in England thinks it'd be like this. Everyone's like, oh yeah, beaches, nice hot weather, rastas smoking spliffs. It ain't like that.
Sam's British outlook on Jamaica is accurate, but it's only the touristy areas, sadly. Jamaica can be a paradise for those who choose to make it so. Thankfully, the teens' outlook on Sharon also changes. I'm glad that they changed their views in the end. They get letters from their parents and they both get emotional.
From your mom. Come on, baby.
Before Sam came to Jamaica, there were daily rows with his...
Because all they're asking for is for them to chill out and act like well-behaved teenagers that don't drink and smoke cigarettes. I dabbled in that lifestyle as a teenager, and it did not work out for me. I was raised Jamaican, and I was still defiant. So I'm the best person to speak on this subject. I just didn't let the things I was being introduced to rule my life. That's all. I feel sorry for Sam, because me and him are on the same boat. I'm addicted to nicotine now. Sharon and Dave take Sam to a side quest where he has to meet a young teenage boy called Malachi, who is stuck taking care of his 7 siblings.
So basically, I grew up with a rough life. Then my mom now, she got pregnant at that time, and my stepfather was taking drugs. So basically, left home.
That happens a lot in Jamaica, where poor people end up having just way too many kids that don't end up being taken care of well, or at all in some cases. The hard life of Malachi is a wake-up call for Sam, and they have a man-to-man talk about how hard life really can get in Jamaica.
I'm a Christian at one time. Like, I would give up a long time ago.
It's just like everything that I've thought was bad, everything I thought was shit, basically. It's absolutely nothing.
You have to smile through the pain and hope for better, because life makes you go, what the frick? And why the frick? All the time. Sharon sends them off with a thank you and congrats, which is more than I've ever gotten from my parents.
And I must say a big thank you. You guys have done well this morning. Breakfast, the beds were perfect, the house clean. I must say a very thank you.
It makes me question, is she that congratulatory with her own children? Hopefully she is. I respect her for not giving into their ways that they came with and sticking to her guns as a parent. And I hope that this benefited them in the long run. Unconditional love and corporal punishment is the best mixture for some Stockholm Syndrome having ass kids. The teens give their final remarks and head home, but not before the farewell shindig, and Charlotte gets her hair braided. That's cute. The parents in the UK welcome their kids back with open arms. Charlotte with her parents and Sam with his mother. And everyone is happy. I hope they keep this up, because Sharon did in 1 week what it took them their whole lives to do. That lady deserves a medal, low-key. Low-key, I wish my mom was like that. Anyways, thank you for coming to the end of my video. Right now we're going to tell you a story about Brandon Lee. So Brandon Lee was the first white person that I'd ever met in my life. He came to my class in grade 4. And he was just a white boy that was weird, and he used to lift his eyelids up and put his fingers underneath his eyelids. He used to do some weird shit. But all of the girls in school were all over him, even though he was stupid. And yeah, he had a British accent. He was really strange, but that's all I remember about Brandon Lee, that he used to put his finger under his eyelids, and I've never seen somebody do that before, like, in my life. Anyways, I hope you guys like my fits. Today I went like a little disco queen. I wanted to be a little disco queen for you guys today. I felt fashionable. Also, I wanted to have a sit down talk and just let you guys know that I am so thankful for all the love I've been getting recently. I blew up from 40 something subscribers to 1,000 something subscribers in less than 10 days. I am so happy that you guys have joined me on my journey on YouTube, and I hope to have many more videos that you guys will enjoy in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in to this lovely video on the world's strictest parents, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. Okay. Oh dear.
And they've just gone out. And they've moved to clear up all their mess.
Parents piss me off. Just all load of bullshit, really. Just keep going on and 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 on at me all the time. Just for nothing, really.
I just feel at the moment it's like a volcano inside Sam.
He's a lot more aggressive to Mum. If Mum says no, he'll just do it anyway.
I stand up for myself, and I don't just bend over and take it whenever someone makes up a rule.
Dad Dave is a government driver. His wife Sharon is a full-time mother to their 2 daughters, 14-year-old Davia and 7-year-old Davine.
And I would prefer personally to call you Sharon and Dave than Mum and Dad.
Myself.
Yourself. Do you hate yourself?
No.
No. So why do you want to do yourself something that is negative?